pool.
Hey, I'm always down for that. Some crazy.
No 6 pool. He made a drone. He can still cancel it though. Do you think he will?
I wish. I would be the happiest person. Nope.
Nah.
7 pool.
Okay.
7 pool.
No 6 pool. I've actually never seen him do a 7 pool, but 6 pool I've seen him quite sometimes. But I guess he's just doing that versus turns that are usually not scouting and likes to go CC first, like for GG.
It's a great way to catch a player off guard.
Definitely.
You know what though? I just wanted to make sure I mentioned this at some point. The results just coming in. Demaga actually taking a 2-0 win over Flash. So
wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, we've had some interesting results at this tournament so far, and I think any tournament that Flash enters, even without having any big tournament success in StarCraft 2, he's still seen as a good enough player that he's a contender for those titles. So just kind of this Dreamhack Bucharest has been very interesting. So many skilled players, and kind of crazy that one of them's already been knocked down in the first match of his group.
Yeah, I think that most people expected Flash to beat Demaga quite easily. But yeah, we haven't introduced the players, but maybe that's not needed now.
I think it's
we are in the second match.
Yeah, we've already dived deep enough into this. Yeah, we've got Ryung. It's Ryung versus HyuN. Ryung, of course, is he's up 1-0 now, so it's a best of 3. This map is a lot smaller than Star Station, which I guess is kind of why I think we were
command center first.
Yeah, that's the interesting
part. He
part.
could have done the 6 pool, but it's actually not on the low ground, so it's hard to pull it off anyway. Then.
Yeah. Hey, you pull a 6 pool with drones, man. You make something happen. Block the barracks placement.
Yeah.
But
nothing like that going on. We had a hatch first for HyuN and then the pool, but he's not going for the gas this time. So let's see if he's maybe gonna go for the 4-queen opening, or he will take the gas like now. But no, it seems like he's gonna delay the gas for quite some time. So I guess that he will be taking gas around 5 minutes and just try to drone up as much as possible until then.
Yeah, makes sense.
He also knows about the command center first, so I think that he's gonna play really greedy now. Probably try to take a fast third base.
Yeah, that's the interesting thing, is that the strategies are kind of flip-flopping from what you'd expect on the maps. You know, Star Station was a bigger map. He opened Reaper. This map is smaller, more prone to aggression, and HyuN decides to open Gasless. So it's kind of an interesting little dance of metagame.
Yeah, definitely. And command center first on this map is also a bit interesting since it's so small, as you pointed out. Yeah, HyuN knows everything that's going on, so he knows that he doesn't have to be scared. He can just drone and drone and drone. He's making 2 links just to take the map vision, make sure that nothing is coming, and yeah, he's probably gonna take. Let's see, he's not moving out with a drone to take a third base, so I guess that he will be doing that quite soon. Probably gonna pump out 2 more queens before he takes his third base, though.
Yeah, I kind of like the 4-queen opener. It's really good for pushing creep. And also being defensive slightly against some early timings can handle well against Hellions. And the other cool thing about this map, of course, is that the natural, that little choke area, you can kind of block it off with evolution chambers once you want to get your upgrades going and whatnot. And that really gives you a nice lockdown, I guess, on your base.
Yeah, it's very easy to do SimCity play on this map, and I know that HyuN likes to do it, even in all the matchups. So I'm not very surprised actually that he's going for the 4 queens. And like you say, the creep spread is really important, and especially on this map, since we have no Selnaga towers. So we see that HyuN is actually placing out 2 Zerglings so that he will know if Ryung is moving out, like basically anywhere. He also has really good Overlord spread. So just look at the minimap and see how well HyuN knows if something is coming on the map. So yeah, good scouting by him.
Yeah, he has a lot of information available to him. He knows basically everything that is going on here. He's seen the 3rd command center that Ryung is building, so he knows he's playing that greedy style again. And it doesn't look like he wants to punish him in the same way. We have that 5-minute gas that you mentioned already well through. He's got the Zergling speed about 1/4 of the way done. So as far as HyuN's play here, he's going to take the 3rd base. I think this is a smart decision, and probably just 1-1. But my question, Matalisk, is he going to stick to that Roachling Bane? Are we going to see him maybe go Mutalisks on this map?
I basically never see him go Mutalisks, actually. There we have the 2 Evolution Chambers coming down, and the Scouting Hellions get in for Ryung. He might even get a few drone kills here if HyuN isn't careful. HyuN is already separating his drones. Let's see if he can get some kills here, Ryung. But either way, Ryung got a really good scout off there. He knows about the evolution chambers. He knows that there is no lair. He knows how many drones are out and that there are lots of queens out. So he knows that he doesn't have to be very scared for some time now, even though there is no lair.
Yeah, it's kind of neat that the way he's making this Hellion useful, not in the sense that he's killing anything, but just being able to run around and be really annoying. He's kind of forcing HyuN to, or at least I guess now that he managed to kill it, he was forcing HyuN to really focus a lot on stopping that Hellion from doing anything. So the 1-1 going quite well along here, and he wants her to grab these drones. They're pretty lined up. It's really hard to get him though with only 2 Hellions.
Yeah. Really funny thing though that first now, this is the first unit that HyuN is actually building since the first 2 links, the first 2 scouting links. So he managed to make nothing but drones and those 4 queens for 8 minutes. So yeah, he got a really good economy up. So let's see if he's going to try to make some Baneling Nest is coming down, Lair is coming down. So it's possible that he will go for a 2-2 Roachling Bane attack again, because he's staying on 3 gas now. Actually, he's not putting drones in the 4th gas that he's taking at his natural base.
Yeah, good point. The only interesting thing about that I see is the lack of that Roach Warren that we.
Yeah. Oh right. He doesn't have a Roach Warren.
Yeah, it's like what's HyuN without his Roach Warren? I don't know. It's just not the same.
Do you think he's gonna put down a Spire after all, like a really late Spire, and take all the gases? But I think that he should have taken the gases now if he wanted to go for Mutas.
I mean, he got a lair, so and he's taking this 4th base, so it doesn't seem like it's a 1-1 Baneling Zergling bust, especially since he's just started the centrifugal hooks. But I think doing the unexpected play and going for the Spire might be exactly what he needs to do to catch Ryung off guard.
But I just feel like he's delaying it a bit much. Like he should have taken the gas now and he should have made the Spire. It's 10:30 if we look at the clock, and he's not showing us any tech. Let's see, he should probably start his 2-2 very soon. Maybe he's gonna put down an infestation pit and like head straight to Ultralisks or something.
I don't know, it's very weird. He's banking a ton of gas, so I think he might just, when Baneling speed's done, I think he's just gonna mass Banelings and try to just kill him. I don't know.
Yeah, that's very possible too.
He doesn't have
might
any
do
other
like
setup.
a crazy 1-1 because 2-2 is not coming down. He's not starting 2-2. He's not starting the upgrades. So it's very possible that he's just gonna go for it with a 1-1 Ling Bane and the Bane speed.
Yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. 30 Banelings are about to complete. Baneling speed is about to finish as well, and I don't know if this is going to be more effective than the last time we tried this, because there weren't Overseers last time. I don't really see many Overseers this time, just a single one. And here are the Widowmines once again. How will this fare? Gets a decent shot off. The Widowmine's actually not really able to get any damage in. The Banelings trying to chase through. The Zerglings get behind to hold in position. And HyuN does manage to do quite a bit of damage versus his army. He's actually killed off most of the forces here for Ryung.
Wow, yeah, I think a lot came down to those Widowmines. He didn't get the hits off with the Widowmines that he needed, and now HyuN is just massing units. We had 40 links coming. There are lots of links. Look at the minimap. Reinforcements are coming. He's morphing more and more Banelings, and Ryung, he basically doesn't have any units.
Yeah, he's kind of been left out there fairly bare, so I do like he's kind of bringing these Marines over to the left side. He wants to defend his 3rd, but I don't think he's going to be able to. The Lings and Banelings are rolling in. The bunker getting surrounded. He can't defend it. The SCVs are in danger as well. He's going to pick up what he can. The SCV Marine
19 drones
escape.
behind this.
Yeah, that is HyuN for you. Him saying, yeah, I'm just going to make sure there's no way I could possibly lose this game. I mean, he's almost double his opponent's supply. He's continuing to press in. There's a mule here. There's a mine here and a mine there, but there's so many Zerglings. He's just mostly relying on this high ground position to defend himself, but there's no economy left behind this for HyuN. He's effectively had his legs cut out from under him.
Yeah, definitely. And we should probably see, now we see HyuN starts the 2-2 there too. He's continuing to make drones. He will probably take some more gases and go for the infestation pit and just make sure that he has enough units so that he can't die to a counterattack, and then he's just going to go for some high-tech units and start massing units again.
Yeah, I kind of wonder where exactly he wants to go with this. I guess now is not the time to just suddenly become a Mutalisk player, but he does need to be careful with his Lingbane, because I feel like if you make a little bit of a micro misstep as a Zerg player, you can almost lose instantly. He can throw away this lead so fast if 6 or 7 Banelings get hit by one Widowmine, and then all of a sudden all that long hard fought advantage that HyuN has is just gone.
Definitely, and I don't think that we will see Mutas, and one reason for that is that HyuN is starting to make Spore Crawlers at his bases. Both his 3rd and 4th base now has a Spore Crawler and a Spine Crawler to defend versus those drops. So I think that he's gonna stay on ground units, but we will have to wait and see. 2-2 is about to get finished for him, and he didn't start the infestation pit yet, so it's a bit strange that he's not heading up to Hive Tech, I think.
Yeah, HyuN definitely plays an interesting style, is the only way to put it. And these Lings and Banes run into the 3rd base. He's picking off SCVs here and there. And now this huge swell of Banelings. He needs to be so careful. That's a Widowmine shot that Ryung needs. Actually picks off a nice chunk of Banelings. About 7 there. The drop's going to try to hit the main base at the same time. There's 2 Queens here targeting down the medevac, having to transfuse each other. I think these Zerglings should be able to defend. He just needs to watch out for the counterattack.
Wow, yeah, so now Ryung is coming, but due to this creep spread that HyuN has, he knows exactly what's coming on the map, so I don't think that Ryung is going to be able to pull this off. He's spreading his Widowmines really, really well here, but oh my god, those Widowmine hits.
Yeah, they can kill a lot very quickly.
Wow.
These Marines, they're trying to come in here, and he's actually stutter stepping quite nicely. The Zergling count being thinned out really well. Ryung he's fighting for every last inch in this game.
Oh my god, I can't get over those Widowmine hits. They were huge, but HyuN had that big lead before that, so it didn't really matter. But he has to clean them up now, because they're gonna kill all the reinforcements if he's not careful. The Widowmines are starting to shoot again, and look, he lost so many units there for nothing. Just nothing. He needs to make more overseers. That's probably what we have seen in this match series so far, that he's lacking a number of overseers. He needs to make more.
Yeah, he's really skimped out on the detection all game long, and this is Ryung's only way to buy himself back in. And you said it yourself, the Widowmines went off, the army wasn't even there, so he got free hits. And now, if that Ling Bane tries to return to the base, all these Widowmines are about to go off once again. God. Huge hits for free, Matalis, destroying this Zerg force. And
wow!
Ryung is still so far behind on supply, but this is as good as it gets for a Terran player, man, trying to come back in a situation like this.
Wow, yeah. My Terran friends always say that Widowmines are pretty good Zerg units because of the splash damage, but in this case, they were definitely on Ryung's side, and wow, those hits. HyuN really needs to be on top of his detection, or he could even lose this game, even though he's that far ahead. And 20 Mutas are coming out. Can you imagine this? He's building 20 Mutalisks. He really is tired of this drop play, and he doesn't want to go up to Hive Tech. He likes to stay on Lair Tech for as long as possible. So
I love it.
Yeah, me too. I think that it's definitely the correct choice here. If he's making overseers, if he's not making overseers, all the Mutas can just die, and that could be the end of the game. But if he's on top of making overseers this time, I think that this will be the winning move, making all those Mutas.
Yeah, especially since Ryung can't afford to invest into anti-air. He can't afford to just build a bunch of missile turrets, which means that 3rd base super exposed, the natural is exposed. There's actually no missile turrets on the map at all, so Ryung he's in a tough spot. Those Mutas will come in, he won't be able to really defend against them, and of course there's always the obvious, Mutas can clean up the drops as well, and Ryung's little playtime is going to be over. The command center land's almost actually dying. He's got to repair it.
So all the Mutalisks are going to be able to clean up the Medivacs now, and that's the important thing, because Ryung has been able to keep the Medivacs alive throughout all of this game. And now HyuN also has that Overseer. He only has one though, so the Overseer might get picked up, but no, it's not going to get picked up, and I think that HyuN is going to be able to end the game here.
Yeah, he's got a commanding position. He wants to tie this up. He wants to move on to a game number 3 here for this this group stage best of 3. Yeah. GG. Yeah.